The Iranians also carrying out attacks on America's Gulf allies as the regime threatens to carry out a full-scale offensive.
Lucas Tomlinson is live in Tel Aviv with the details. Hey, Lucas.
Well, good morning, guys. The Pentagon says 13 U.S. troops, 10 soldiers, and 3 sailors have been wounded in action this week at various bases in the Middle East, likely from Iran's continued attacks in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Jordan, and particularly a large attack on that base in Jordan, housing hundreds of U.S. troops and fighter jets. Now, the U.S. military has been fighting hard the last few nights, including a number of strikes around the Strait of Hormuz, trying to get more shipping through that critical waterway. Here's the former commander of the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet.
I think what we're in the process of doing is making it impossible for the regime to control the Strait of Hormuz from that same landmass, from the islands, from the littoral area that borders the strait itself, and then further inland where the roads and bridges and railroads are at, their ability to move supplies not only around the country, but into and out of the country.
U.S. airstrikes began on Iran on July 7th when President Trump was in Ankara, Turkey at the NATO summit, and when Iran hit those 3 oil tankers in the Strait of Hormuz, bringing an end to the ceasefire. Since then, U.S. Air Force F-35s, F-16s, F-15s, and Navy Super Hornets and their version of the F-35 stealth fighter jet have been the vanguard of the response, dropping 2,000-pound satellite-guided bombs and standoff missiles, destroying bridges recently around Bandar Abbas in recent days. Iran's largest naval and commercial port on the blockade has returned this week. An Iranian advisor, the supreme leader we've not seen or heard from since his father and most of his family were killed on the first night of the war, warned, quote, "If U.S. strikes continue for several more days, we will move into a phase of full-scale offensive operations." So we can expect more airstrikes from the U.S. military. There has also been at least 3 medevac flights carrying wounded soldiers from the Middle East, guys.
Thank you, Lucas.
Thanks, Lucas.
Let me ask you a kind of a really big picture question. You know, we all remember a couple of months ago when all of this began, you and Trey were right there where you are right now in Tel Aviv, and there were constant missiles coming in. What does it tell us about the current capabilities of Iran that you're able to stand there in Tel Aviv and give that report and not have incoming missiles?
It's a good point, Charlie. It's been months since Iran launched any attacks on Israel. In fact, you have to go all the way back to early June. Now, it has been noisier in northern Israel from Hezbollah, but the last rocket attacks into northern Israel was back on July 2nd. So it's been, knock on wood, relatively calm in Israel in recent weeks and recent months when you talk about the war against Iran. But as I just mentioned off the top, 13 U.S. troops wounded this week at various bases in the Middle East. What Iran is concentrating now on are those bases in Jordan, Bahrain, and Kuwait primarily.
Just to kind of piggyback off of that, Lucas, you know, it feels like this is a regime, obviously, that...
So you're dealing with 3 different governments inside Iran, and some would say it's not even a theocracy anymore. It's more of a military junta. The IRGC, those generals, have taken over the country. They're heavily involved in the business of Iran. Half the oil is owned by the IRGC. It's almost like dealing with the mafia. They've shown in recent days and weeks they don't want to give that up. And despite the best efforts from the U.S. military to open the Strait of Hormuz, we've really seen that shipping traffic slow down to a trickle. Not many ships going in and out, and certainly none in recent days using the Omani, that southern route. So it's very difficult. We've also seen from Iran that their magazines are a lot deeper than we expected perhaps just a few months ago when we heard reports that, you know, 80-90% of their stockpile had been decreased. You know, they continue to launch drones. In fact, just the other day in Kuwait, they launched 33 drones at that country. So the U.S. military has its work cut out for them.
Yeah, you're right. It sounds very clear that the head of the IRGC, Ahmad Vahidi, is not showing any signs, even being so hampered and destroyed militarily, that he's going to stop anytime soon. We'll continue to follow it. Lucas Tomlinson, great report. Thank you.
Thanks.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.
Fox News is an American conservative news and political commentary channel. It is part of the Fox News Media subsidiary of the Fox Corporation and has been one of the most watched cable news networks in the United States since its launch in 1996. Key details about Fox News. Focus. The network provides 24/7 news, analysis, and opinion programming. Its content is available through television, its website, podcasts, and the Fox News mobile app. Perspective. Fox News is widely recognized for its conservative viewpoint. It has faced significant criticism from researchers and commentators for biased reporting, the promotion of conspiracy theories, and its close alignment with Republican politicians, including Donald Trump. Programming. The network features a variety of shows, including morning programs like Fox and Friends, news analysis like Special Report, and various opinion-based programs during prime time. Access. Beyond standard cable, the network's content can be accessed through streaming services like Fox One, which bundles various Fox channels for live and on-demand viewing. Fox News continues to play a significant role in the American media landscape, often serving as a primary information source for viewers who feel other mainstream networks have a